With the gestures go your eyes, eye movements, and the feeling. You know, you have to convey what you're saying with your hands. And that you can do only with your face and the feeling. You can do it technically perfect, but still it could be a dead bore, you know, sort of deadpan face you could have. It should have the emotion there, and one has to feel it, and only does the expression come out. So all that has to be there.
So when you're a child learning Indian dancing, is part of the learning actually exercising muscles in the face?
Absolutely. Yes, we have, you see, especially with Kathakali, we have a lot of facial expressions, highly stylized eye movements, you know, sort of highly developed kind of facial expressions. You see, when you do the anger, for example, we have the lower lid of the eye moving.
But it's also a tiny muscle on the cheekbone.
The cheekbone here, the muscles here are used. And then when you show sadness, you use your lips and your chin, you know, the quivering chin. So we learn these and rehearse. You see, for example, when we do a Kathakali practice, a day session starts very early in the morning doing the eye movements. Just the eye movements. The dancer sits with the eyelids held up and just move your eyes round and round until you have tears flowing down all the, you know, sort of, until you get the real control for many, many months together. Years, in fact. So early morning, the teacher, that is the guru, and the student or the students sits on the floor with this lamp, sort of oil lamp that we use, you know, with cotton wicks on either side, and you concentrate that with that in front of you, and do your various eye movements, up, down, figure eights, and crisscross, square, circle, whatever, all the different movements, and we rehearse these, practice them, until it comes automatically, in the sense that you don't have to think, all right, you know, I mean, if you try to move your eyes, you have to tell your brains, now, I want to move my eyes, the eyeballs, but it has to get to a stage where it comes automatically. If you move your hands, the eyes have to go with it, you know, the sort of, the movement of the hand should be followed by the eyes automatically.
Is this particularly important in Kathakali?
Yes, it's much more important than the other styles. In Indian dance, you see, the styles are very different from each other. They all follow some basic principles, or the similar principles of using your hands and your face and your body to express. Right, you use hand gestures, eye movements, facial expressions, but the emphasis shifts. And in Kathakali, the emphasis is on mind. Highly stylized and very highly developed mind. Grief, sadness. Hold the hand like this. Now, first of all, look up. Karunam, it's called Karunam. Remember the words, Karunam. Look up, and as you bring your eyes down, you should feel sad really inside, and unless you feel it, it won't come out on your face. Katha is a story, and Kali is the enacting of the story through the media of mind and movement. So your face is the most important instrument, probably. I mean, your body really, but face is very important.
How important is the makeup and the costume then in Kathakali?
In Kathakali, you see, it is very important because different characters have different makeup. So, you know, on stage, the type of character you're presenting is actually shown by the type of makeup he puts on. Say, for example, the colors signify the type of character. The green, you see, the face is painted different. Green, red, black, all kinds of colors. And the green, for example, stands for the valorous and the good. And the red stands for the villainous and the ferocious. Then the black stands for the very basic, you know, the sort of the hunter, or the sort of characters which are sort of towards the forest side, you know, sort of not the very urban. So we have different stylized makeup, especially in Kathakali, and very, very ornate and very elaborate. It takes about 4 hours to do your makeup. So it is very elaborate, except the female character, where it's more human.
Compared to Western dance, the whole point of departure seems to be different. It seems to me that in ballet, the dancers have one aim in life, and that's to escape from the earth. They want to fly. They bound and leap.
Yes.
And in Indian dancing, it's as if you're a tree where your roots must be on the ground.
It's much more earthbound, you know, sort of to go much more to, absolutely, I mean, I totally agree with you. It's the opposite. In ballet, it's all upwards, the movement. Whereas here, it's much more onto the ground. We traditionally always start our performances, a recital, by paying our obeisance to Mother Earth. The Earth is considered the goddess Earth. And since a sort of recital, a dance recital, lasts for approximately 2 hours, we are going to stamp on her for the next 2 hours pretty hard at that. So we start off by sort of paying our obeisance. We place the hands on the floor and onto the forehead, asking her pardon for all the stamping and also for blessings so that nothing goes wrong.
You said that you need music, and yet you could just use rhythm for Indian dance.
Oh, yes. The rhythm is absolutely the thing that controls the music and the dance together. You know, I always feel it's almost like an axle which controls the two wheels of any vehicle. It's like that. The rhythm sort of slots the music and dance together. It holds it together. A line of music, I'll have to tell you, sort of, we have beat cycles which are repeated again and again and again. And probably the simplest beat cycle is an 8-beat cycle. And the line of the song is set to 1 beat cycle. And this line is repeated again and again until the dancer finishes describing that line. You see, because we translate word to word into our gestures and expression what the musician sings. And we sort of dance exactly to the same rhythm pattern.
Both sides now. Move back as you do that.
You see, supposing the line says the lady has beautiful eyes like lotus petals, because it will be sung in the right raga and everything, and that one line will be sung to that particular beat cycle. Supposing it's a 10-beat cycle, I'll show you. Dat tin dat ta a kita di di ti ti pay. Dat tin dat ta a kita di di ti ti pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10-beat cycle. And the song, that line of the song, will be set to those 10 beats. And the line is repeated by the musician again and again until the dancer finishes expressing herself or expressing that line. You know, for example, I'll show you the gestures. The lady, the beautiful lady. Of course, it will be danced, not sitting and doing, of course, you know, all the movements. This is just the hand gestures. The lady has eyes. Just like lotus, petals. And then you end it.